welcome my friends to the Predictive Playbook. We're going to talk some baseball here on this show in quick hitting fashion. And be sure to read the banner that's scrolling down at the bottom of the page. Sports Memo has done a wonderful thing. They took my tremendous season last year in the NFL, 65.8% against the spread winners for the entire season, including the playoffs. And speaking of playoffs, I'm 18-5 in the Super Bowls. Over the last 23 Super Bowls, had some luck along the way, but that's what research gives you. You sometimes get the horseshoe instead of the loss. But anyway, for just $3.99 right now, it's being sold over at sportsmemo.com. You can get that at sm.buzz/JR, which is in the upper right-hand part of the betting angle that I will be showing to you shortly. And the regular cost of the NFL is $7.99. That's saving you $400 off the top. And you're going to get college football for the whole entire season for free. So this is by far the best deal that I have ever been involved with in 27 years. And Sports Memo is very good at providing subscriptions that are very long ones, multiple months. This one happens to be almost 6 months really, with the Super Bowl being in the first week of February. But nevertheless, for $400, $399, you can get all of the NFL through the Super Bowl, all of college through the Bowls for that low price. It'll come out to somewhere around like 90 cents a best bet. And a best bet goes for at least $19. Regular price on my 5-unit top-rated plays are $49. So this is truly a great opportunity to have me work for you for an entire season. And I think you're going to enjoy it quite a bit. You're going to learn a lot. And I promise you it will be a great experience having me work for you. So let's get to the baseball here. And in the baseball realm, we have the Tampa Bay Rays clinging to a 4-game lead over those Yankees. Yankees have won 12 in a row. That's the most they've ever won for that franchise in over 60 years. I'm not going to say you might remember, but 1927 Yankees are nicknamed Murderers Row, and they didn't win more than 7 consecutive games in that season. So what we're seeing here is pretty spectacular stuff from the Yankees. You may remember the beginning of the year on the Manny's Pub Show, we talked about how bad they were with runners on base. And now it seems that any runner that gets on base is pretty much going to score. And they're getting the key hits now in bunches. They had a tough game last night against Oakland, which was a 5% play I had on Oakland. Oakland tied it up late, but Judge hit another opposite field shot. And what can you say? They won the game 7-6, and that's all that matters. They have 12 in a row. Boston is 7 games back, and in the shadows, but they are there as the second wild card. And could you imagine if the season ended this way? The play-in game to the playoffs would be the Yankees and the Red Sox. And me having a little bit of heart with the Red Sox, so I'm more of a sports fan, but I would be leaning Boston with my heart, maybe not with my money, but we'd have to wait and see. But that would be an exciting playoff game to say the least. And then we have Houston out west, with a 5.5 game lead now over Oakland, who has lost 5 consecutive games. Obviously, I thought they were going to win last night, and they nearly did. The offense did come around for once, and that part of the prediction from the models was correct, but it just wasn't enough against the Yankees, who really just can't do anything wrong right now. Kind of like the A's back in 2000, what year was that? 2004? No, 2002, when they won the 20 in a row. So that's about it for the American League. Over here in the National League, we have the National League East, where it doesn't seem like anybody but the Atlanta Braves want to win that division. Phillies 5.5 games back, 6 games back in the wild card, but it used to be a lot more in the wild card because San Diego has just really collapsed. And there's no other way to call that. Every team in the National League East is on a 2 or 3 game losing streak, except for the last place Miami Marlins, who are on a 2-game winning streak. So go figure. Kind of reminds you of the NFC East in the NFL last year. Milwaukee has a commanding 8.5 game lead over the Reds. The Reds would be a wild card team. They would be the second one, and never before has a team, at least that I know of, in the wild card era, led the wild card by 11.5 games, and that's exactly what the Dodgers are doing as they attempt to chase down San Francisco 2.5 games back. Both teams with 83 and 81 wins respectively, clearly the two best teams record-wise in Major League Baseball. And in the American League West, we have a game tonight with the LA Angels, who were humiliated. I guess humiliated is the word when you lose 2 out of 3 to Baltimore. That does sting. That has to sting an awful lot. So here's the game tonight. We have the Padres coming up against the Angels, and the Angels have lost 5 of their last 6. And San Diego, as we had said, is not playing well at all. So we have the cliff diving type teams here, for lack of a better word there. The Padres have lost 8 of their last 9 and got swept at home by those Dodgers, who are just an amazing team, and they're not even at full health. They still have studs coming back. Kershaw pitched off a mound yesterday for the first time in a while, and it just seems like they are peaking. And right now, it just seems like it'll be a Yankees-Dodgers collision in the World Series, but that's why they play the games. So this game was, when I put this together, was supposed to have a rookie pitcher for the Angels, who I actually quite like. I like a lot. Packy Naughton. He's a left-handed pitcher, and there's no news on what's going on here. I get pretty good information. He was listed early this morning, and I haven't seen anything being optioned back to Triple A in the transaction data lines I get. That would have been Salt Lake AAA for them. So we're going to have to wait and see what they're doing here. But nevertheless, I like this play actually because of the situation. If he doesn't pitch, it's not going to change my mind on this play. And this would be a 3-unit play of my 3, 4, and 5-unit play. So this is a real one. This isn't like a free pick. This is like a free pick that's a premium pick. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bet on home underdogs. And our home dog was out hit by 10 or more hits in their previous game, which the Angels were in that game in Baltimore. And 15-3, as a matter of fact, is how they were out hit. And our dogs, Penn, allowed at least 4 runs in that last game in Baltimore, and that's exactly what happened. However, this contrarian set of parameters produces great results: 36 and 18, 67% money line average, plus 150 wager, and a 62% ROI. I mean, that's impressive. And if the game is after the All-Star break, 17 and 9, 65.4% winners, plus 160 average dog, 62% ROI. So these are the type of dog playing systems I call blackjack systems, drawing on the popular casino game. So in a casino, if we take the last angle here, that went 17 and 9, so you walk into a casino, you sit down, play blackjack for 26 hands, you win 17 of them and lose 9, playing $100 a hand, you would have done exceptionally well. You would have walked out, $800 richer, which is a really good thing in blackjack. But the odds go up to plus 160 for this betting system. And plus 160 means that for every winning hand in blackjack, you would have been paid $160, which is $60 more times 17 times. So that comes out to, a pretty big number. Instead of winning 800, it would have been 2.5 times that with the 17 wins. So that's where, you'll never get those kind of odds in a casino or a blackjack table ever in anyone's lifetime. But there are sets of parameters that, when put together, work very well together, and they produce results that resemble playing blackjack and getting paid plus 160 for every winning hand. You never know when you're going to win. Nobody is Nostradamus here, but you play the situations that have the best probability of coming through. And over the course of a season, you've seen what I've done. Some of you have been with me for all 27 years. And it becomes a lot of fun because the confidence is there, knowing that everything's going to work out by the end of the season. Such was the case in the NFL last year. The NFL last year, I started out 2-6 for the season. 2-6. So if you signed up for my service, You might be saying, "Oh my God, would I make a mistake with this guy? 2-6." Well, just like golf, just like on the PGA Tour, even professional bettors like myself go through tough spots. We go through bad holes, so to speak. We do have those double bogeys. Sometimes, in a season, we'll have a quad, but you know what? We move on from it and put it behind us, just like we would if we won a 10-unit game of the month or game of the year play. There's no time basking in the sun. There's no time, feeling sorry for yourself after a loss. You keep grinding it out and knowing that over the course of the season, things are going to go our way. So again, the play tonight is on the Los Angeles Angels, and I want you to get over to sportsmemo.com again and get that college football season free when you buy the NFL season for $400 savings at just $399, and this sale runs through Sunday. So we have 3 days left. I wouldn't wait. I know myself, if I wait and don't do something that's on my mind right away, sometimes I forget, and then it doesn't get done. So don't miss out on this opportunity. I'm very excited to start working for all of you. And on behalf of myself, sportsmemo.com, the prediction playbook shows, may all the wins be yours.